long-term employees, I ask that you be with us as we travel about our day, help us to get safely to our destinations. Please be with those men and women today who are fighting in harm's way or working in harm's way to protect our freedoms. Thank you for this fall harvest season and for new beginnings. In Jesus' name, amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Or no?
Sure.
Items for consideration.
Sure.
For the purposes of attendance, the clerk will call the roll.
Connor,
Here.
Geiger,
Here.
Gibson,
Here.
Jackson,
Here.
Parker absent, Smoker,
Here.
Wade.
Here. Approval of written agenda. At this time, any commissioner or member of the public may ask for an item to be removed from the consent agenda and placed under items for consideration.
Madam Chair, I would ask that we pull item B under number 9 out and move it to items for consideration.
Did you say B as in boy?
Yes, I did.
Do you want that to be first, since it's the minutes?
I don't care.
Okay. Any other requests? Hearing none. The consent agenda minus letter B. Is there any, stumbling over my words today. Can you help me, Mr. Geiger?
No, I think you're doing great.
So,
Agenda is amended.
I need to vote on the agenda as amended. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The consent agenda is approved. Or the written agenda is approved. Reports from state and county officers. Is there somebody who can help me out while I untie my tongue this morning?
It's hot. Oh, here it is. Good morning.
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 Corrections staff booked in and processed 301 persons into the jail for the month of August, and additionally released 226 back into our community. Of the 301 persons booked, 68 bookings were classified as weekenders. The daily average inmate population was 84 persons. Staff transported 97 inmates from various locations to include court, medical facilities, and other counties. In addition, we've administered 86 weekend drug screens to probationers and have fingerprinted 114 persons at the front counter. Kitchen staff has prepared 7,716 meals for our inmate population of a cost of about $1.50 per meal. Looking at our 5-year spread, in 2019 bookings, we had 301, 2014, 187. Releases, 226, 2014, 184. Transports, there was no data back in 2014. Public prints, 114 to 62. We also have some plumbing repairs, $3,620.75, and HVAC repairs, $385.85. Any questions?
Thank you, sir.
We do finally have our air conditioning working throughout, no more fans running through all the cells and all that. The Berry County Law Enforcement logged 790 complaints handled in the month of August. 60 individuals were arrested, including 17 felonies and 47 misdemeanor charges. 48 citations were issued, and there were 4 alcohol-related arrests. 53 accidents were handled, 36 accidents involved deer, and 1 involved alcohol. The K-9 unit was activated on 8 occasions, and of course we got some drugs and recovered and apprehended individuals in criminal cases. This office also performed 51 home checks, assisting Swift and Sure sobriety courts and drug courts. 340 criminal histories were run for warrant entry and warrant requests. There are 89 sex offender transactions completed. 363 preliminary breath tests were administered at the front desk as a result of court orders. 2019, there were 790 complaints, and in 2014, the month of August, there were 632. Accidents was 53 versus 50 in 2014. Car deer, 36 versus 30. Arrests, we had 53, 20 felony charges, 36 misdemeanor. And in 2014, we had 64, 21 felony and 47 misdemeanor. Alcohol-related, 2019 was 4, 2014 was 9. Any questions? Well, thanks for being easy on me. Thanks.
Thanks, sir. Any other reports from state and county officers? Hearing none, limited public comment. At this time, any member of the public wishing to address the board may do so for up to 3 minutes. I think this is a pretty big crowd. It could have taken a long time. Various correspondence. Does any commissioner have any correspondence to share with the board? I did receive a letter this morning from Mrs. Smith from Delton, who's concerned with shrubbery or the trees that line her road, and I will be forwarding that to the road commission. She's from the Delton area. It's not necessarily my district, but I've shared it with the commissioners from that area, and I'll be sending that request on to the road commission. Any other correspondence? Alrighty. Consent agenda.
Madam Chair, I would move for the approval of the September 10th, 2019 Board of Commissioners meeting minutes. Approval of the attached amendment to allow for the expenditure of 2019 unexpended funds regarding the grant between the State of Michigan, MIDC, and Berry County. Approval to reappoint Lois Bowers to serve as an at-large representative of Berry County on the Region 3B Area Agency on Aging Advisory Council. Approval of the attached 2019 L-4029 from the Berry County for Berry County to collect winter taxes and authorize the chairperson to sign it.
Support.
Moved by Connor, support by Gibson. To approve the items listed on the consent agenda, discussion is not allowed and a roll call vote is required. The clerk will call the roll.
Connor,
Yes.
Geiger,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Parker absent, Smelker,
Yes.
Wayne.
Yes, the consent agenda is approved. Oh, there we go. Presentations. This morning we have Sheriff Leaf signing in a new deputy.
Well, I think most of this audience here is her family, and I just want to reassure you, I did not make one single phone call, okay? Ask your mom.
You did too much.
All right. Real simple. You've done this before, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Right hand. Morgan, do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution for the United States of America, the Constitution for the State of Michigan, and you'll faithfully discharge the duties of the Office of Deputy Sheriff in and for the City of Hastings, County of Berry, and State of Michigan, according to the best of your ability?
I do.
Welcome aboard. This is Pam Palmer, our clerk,
Yeah.
and she's got to witness her signatures. Right there. Your name's not John Doe. Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Welcome aboard,
All
Sheriff.
set. Our next presentation says me, but I'm going to have some help, and I'd like to have Mr. Voigt come to the... And if you'd like to leave, feel free. I'm not going to be offended.
That's all her family?
Yes.
I was a big family.
All righty. Thanks for coming. Go ahead.
Morning.
Good morning.
Bill Voigt and Pam Tobias from Berry County Transit. Today it is my privilege to introduce Pam Tobias. Pam is the administrative assistant at Berry County Transit and is celebrating her 5th year of service. Pam's energy and imagination make her the perfect face for Berry County Transit. As a natural facilitator, she coordinates requests from the public as they explore their transportation options for family and loved ones. Pam provides great assistance in routing resources within the administrative team to best facilitate our services. These things alone would be enough, but Pam is also the Transit's full-time bookkeeper. Audit preparation, quarterly and annual reports to the Department of Transportation, and internal financial reports are always completed early. I don't know how she does it, but if you walk by Pam's desk and she starts counting out loud, you need to keep walking. Pam makes our transit employees feel like their questions are the most important of the day. She is the glue that makes a great group of employees even better, and we thank her for her 5 years of service and hope for many more. Those who have served with Pam describe her with words like creative, listener, intuitive, upbeat, and organized. Madam Chair, for these reasons and for her 5 years of service, I ask the Board of Commissioners recognize and commend Pam Tobias.
We're honored to have you work for us, and thank you for all your years of service. Our next presenter is Stephanie Lehman.
I have two. Good morning. Stephanie Lehman, Berry County Central Dispatch, and this morning I have Eric Godby and Michelle James with me. Today it is my privilege to introduce Eric Godby. Eric is a telecommunicator at Berry County Central Dispatch and is celebrating his 5th year of service. Eric started his career with Berry Central on July 9, 2014. He currently serves as a communications training officer, assistant union steward. He's on the Public Relations Committee, on the Policy and Procedure Committee, our RAVE specialist, and will soon be involved in our peer support program. Eric is incredibly engaged and dedicated to Berry Central, as evidenced through his extensive involvement in our committees and his extra duties. He is always at the top of the list for the most overtime hours worked. His out-of-the-box approach to problem-solving helped him rise as a leader at Berry Central, who has quickly become a go-to person for the younger generation of dispatchers. In 2016, Eric was awarded the Here All Year Award for not utilizing any sick time or call-offs for an entire calendar year, and this achievement is no easy feat. Eric, I applaud your determination and effort that you have demonstrated during your time with Berry Central. I look forward to seeing all the great things you will accomplish in the upcoming years. Congratulations on this 5-year milestone anniversary, and thank you for your service to Berry Central. Those who have worked with Eric describe him with words like dependable, trustworthy, dedicated, adventurous, creative, and tech-savvy. Madam Chair, for these reasons and his 5 years of service, I ask the Board of Commissioners to recognize and commend Eric Godby.
Thank you, Eric, for your dedication.
Today it is my privilege to introduce Michelle James. Michelle is a supervisor at Berry County Central and is celebrating her 20th year of service. Michelle started her career with Berry Central on June 14th, 1999. She currently serves as a supervisor who oversees all scheduling and internal and external training for our entire center. Her involvement on committees and extra duties includes serving as a communications training supervisor, LeanTac, Public Relations Committee, Policy and Procedure Committee. She also holds a seat on the Berry County Central Dispatch Technical Advisory Committee. And on the professional development side, Michelle holds the first vice president seat on the Michigan chapter of APCO Executive Board. In 2012, Michelle was awarded the Michigan APCO Supervisor of the Year. This prestigious honor with state-level recognition shows her aptitude for leadership is second to none. Through Michelle's tenure at Berry Central, she has witnessed many changes in leadership, changes in technology, just to name a few. Throughout these changes, she has been a constant pillar of strength and a knowledge to many generations of dispatchers. Her vast knowledge of all things 911 can be seen through her unwavering dedication to Berry Central, through her extensive committee involvement locally here and at the state level. Michelle, through the years, your talents and efforts have directly impacted Berry Central's success. Together, we take pride in all your amazing accomplishments and your commitment to excellence. Congratulations on your 20-year milestone anniversary, and thank you for your service to Berry Central. I would like to note that Michelle was my very first trainer. For those who have served with Michelle, describe her with words like leader, dedicated, problem solver, enthusiastic, organized, and incredibly kind-hearted. Madam Chair, thank you for these reasons and for her 20 years of service. I ask the Board of Commissioners to recognize and commend Michelle James.
I often pray during our invocation for God to help the men and women who work in harm's way. These are two of Berry County's angels that help. They're the glue behind the scenes that keep our first responders on an even keel. They set the tone for the calls. They keep the calls organized. They know where everybody is all the time, and without our dispatchers, we would totally be lost. Our law enforcement and fire rescue people wouldn't be able to do what they do. So thank you for your dedication to our community.
Thank you.
Up next is Sheriff Lee.
Excuse me. Today is my privilege to introduce Jeremiah Kimball. Jeremiah is a deputy with the Berry County Sheriff's Office and is celebrating his 15th year of service. Detective Jeremiah Kimball served with the Uniformed Services for 14 years before his assignment to the Detective Bureau in 2018. Detective Kimball has also served on our dive team, accident reconstruction team, special response team. He was an evidence technician, field training officer, and is a 416 traffic enforcement deputy in his 15 years at the Berry County Sheriff's Office. Detective Kimball is also involved in several high-profile cases, including homicide investigations, numerous sexual assault cases involving both children and adults, and the one we got going on right now, the attempted homicide. Detective Kimball is active in the community, coaching baseball and football in the Thornapple Kellogg School District, where he lives with his wife and children. Detective Kimball is a prime example of the highly skilled, exceptional professional deputies who serve Berry County with pride and dedication. Congratulations to Detective Kimball for completing 15 years of service with the Berry County Sheriff's Office. Those who have served with Jeremiah describe him with words like dedicated, adaptable, team player, hardworking, and knowledgeable. Madam Chair, for these reasons and his 15 years of service, I ask the Board of Commissioners to recognize and commend Jeremiah Kimball. And he has a lot to do, so he's going to leave right now. So, all right, thanks.
Next is Jim Dull and Tammy.
Today it is my privilege to introduce Tammy Hayes. Tammy is the Deputy Drain Commissioner at the Berry County Drain Commissioner's Office and is celebrating her 15th year of service. Tammy is an integral part of our office. She handles billing, incoming and outgoing, which we get a lot of kudos from our contractors because she's probably the quickest one in the state at doing that. She can do our SCSC inspections when necessary. She goes out in the field as necessary. Like this afternoon, she has to go out with our surveyors. She interacts well with people. She runs interference with me when we're on a drain and we got to get something done. She's willing to work directly with the property owners to keep them out of the way. Which, honest to God, it's a big deal.
Bodyguard.
Yeah, there you go. People have said, oh, she's a deputy. Well, not in that sense. When she senses a need, she steps up to help. Those who have served with Tammy describe her with words like confident, dependable, detail-oriented, hardworking, and enjoyable to work with. Madam Chair, for these reasons and her 15 years of service, I ask that the Board of Commissioners to recognize and commend Tammy Hayes.
Thank you for your 15 years, and I think I've known you all of those.
Yeah.
And this is really a nice surprise to be introduced to Tammy Hayes because the last time I talked to you, it wasn't Hayes.
Right.
So,
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats, Tammy.
Next is Jan Otto. And
Good morning. Today it is my privilege to introduce Shasta Lenz. Shasta is a juvenile probation officer with the Family Division of the Berry County Trial Court and is celebrating her 10th year of service. When it comes to dealing with the youth of Berry County who find themselves on juvenile probation, Shasta has a wealth of knowledge on how to help them. She strives for all of our youth on probation to be successful, despite the many barriers that she faces in her role as a juvenile probation officer. When she has been faced with juveniles with difficult and unstable family situations, she has gone the extra mile to look for a safe placement for them and to assure their safety and success. The youth of Berry County who find themselves on probation are very fortunate to have someone like Shasta help them become responsible citizens. Those who have served with Shasta describe her with words like caring, responsible, funny, authentic, and an awesome baker. Madam Chair, for these reasons and her 10 years of service, I ask the Board of Commissioners to recognize and commend Shasta Lenz.
thank you for being dedicated to our young at-risk citizens. Without you, they wouldn't be our next generation. They would be Tim Vandemark.
Carla's not here, and I don't think Tim is as
All right, so next was Tim Vandemark and Carla Miller, and we will make sure Carla gets hers. Pam Palmer.
Good morning. Kim Gravel opted to not attend today. However, it is my privilege to present the award for service for Kim Gravel. She is the account clerk in the Berry County Clerk's Office and is celebrating her 30th year of service. Kim Gravel works in the accounts payable / bookkeeping department for the clerk's office and is responsible for verification and payment of all vouchers for the county bills that have been submitted. She processes all dental and optical claims for county employees and maintains a running balance of their account. In the absence of myself, Kim serves as clerk for the Board of Commissioners, taking minutes and preparing draft board minutes. She also assigns resolution numbers and maintains records of the original resolutions for the Board of Commissioners. Kim prints the approved minutes of the Committee of the Whole and board minutes on archival paper for the record books that can be kept for infamy. Those who have served with Kim describe her with words like meticulous, punctual, diligent, organized, detail-oriented, and witty. Madam Chair, for these reasons and her 30 years of service, I ask the Board of Commissioners to recognize and commend Kim for her 30 years.
Thank you, ma'am. And so if she's not here, she's probably listening. Thank you, Kim, for all that you do. Sometimes it's the behind the scenes people that keep us all straight so that all of us know what's going on.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we gonna have a photo op with our guests?
Yes, if our guests would like to have a picture taken, we'll take a few minutes and get the group together if they're still here. Mr. Geiger?